The exaltation of the Holy Cross. Why do we celebrate the cross? Do you remember the first time you learned the sign of the cross? When I was little, I would always get in trouble for drawing crosses everywhere. But it's no surprise that I loved making the sign of the cross even before. I could write because it is a symbol that represents so much more than just 4 lines. It represents hope, salvation, and the great sacrifice that Jesus made for us. Today is the feast of the exaltation of the Holy Cross. And to understand why we exalt the cross, we have to go back to the 4th century. According to tradition, it was on this day that Saint Helena, the mother of Emperor Constantine, found the true cross of Jesus in Jerusalem. After 3 days of searching, she came across a spot where a cross had been planted in the ground. The soldiers who had crucified Jesus had thrown their weapons away, and the cross had become buried over time. When Helena's workers began to dig, they uncovered 3 crosses. Since the nails and the inscription above Jesus' head were still there, there was no doubt that this was the cross on which Jesus had died. The discovery of the cross didn't just change history, it changed the world. Because of this, every year on September, we celebrate the exaltation of the Holy Cross. But what does it mean to exalt the cross? The word exalt means to lift up. So when we exalt the cross, we lift up its meaning. We lift up its message of hope. We lift up its power to save. We lift up its truth. When the priest lifts the large crucifix at the end of the Mass, he's lifting up the cross not as a sign of defeat, but as the ultimate symbol of victory and unconditional love. It's the sign that love conquered sin and death forever. The cross is our hope. The cross is our shield. The cross is our greatest prayer. The cross is the promise of salvation. The cross is the love of God made visible. Happy Feast of the Exaltation of the Holy Cross.